All right, as they say, a good day to be a duck today. Good evening, everyone. It's Eric here with weather for Weather Geeks Thursday evening edition. It's been a washout today with rain just about all day. We had a little lull late this afternoon before the light rain pushed back in early this evening. I'm going to show you some actual rain gauge numbers here. These are rain gauges that have the capability of uploading their data to the internet, and we have access to that data with our in-house graphics system. And while we always have a couple of flaky readings, such as the 0 over in western Mercer County around Clark, the ones that are legit show some pretty sizable numbers. This was kind of an overachiever in our northern viewing area. You know, the last couple of days I've been talking about the higher amounts would likely be south, but actually a band set up this morning and kind of parked for a little while over the I-80 corridor and even down to 224, allowing for some higher totals in that zone. Thankfully, this was not a snowstorm, or it would have been kind of a forecast bust, a little bit anyway. 1.26 here at our downtown studios. Down in southern Columbiana County, Calcutta 0.93, but then up in Newton Falls 1.3, 1.4 over in Mercer as of about 10 till 7 this evening. Those are the actual rain gauges. Then you can query some radar estimates here, and they're pretty consistent with what the rain gauges are showing us. Inch and a half, pretty common. An inch and a half has been our total so far at the Youngstown Warren Airport in Vienna, but then you head down towards Salineville, and generally amounts have been under an inch so far. Again, as of this recording, we have some light rain, and what you see is what you get for this evening. Light rain is going to continue throughout the course of the evening. This is mostly associated with what once was Zeta. This made landfall just a little over 24 hours ago in Louisiana, then rocketed up the mid-Atlantic coast, and the center of low pressure, what was once a hurricane, is now kind of over here. It's really come north very quickly, bringing a rainy day to the northeast, the mid-Atlantic states, and then on the back end across the Ohio Valley and parts of the lower Great Lakes, it's been a soggy day. This was a severe weather maker today in terms of wind down in parts of the south, from Atlanta through Charlotte, and then heading up into the mountains of southwest Virginia, eastern Tennessee, around the Smoky Mountains. Lots of reports of not only flooding, but some wind damage and power outages as well. All right, steady rain for this evening. The steadiest of the rain will be this evening. This will become a little more intermittent overnight, and then there'll be kind of a lake effect, lake enhancement aspect to this. As we go to Friday morning, we're kind of on the backside of this, and the cooler air is coming in over the lakes, and we're going to see some miserable cold rain showers here and there for our Friday. First thing in the morning, they'll probably be most numerous over towards I-77, but I'm expecting some of these to pivot eastward as we go deeper into the morning. So plan on needing the umbrella again at times on Friday, although it won't be as consistently wet as today. Finally, high pressure will give us sunshine. Long-awaited sunshine on Saturday for Halloween. Clouds will then increase Sunday morning. Some showers will roll through before the morning is through, and it's going to turn windy, and it's going to turn colder. Our highest temperature Sunday probably will be in the morning, and then temperatures go south in the afternoon, and the wind picks up, and the wind could gust midday and afternoon to 35, 40, perhaps even 45 miles per hour. That's going to be a distinct possibility. Don't forget the Browns are at home, 1 o'clock against the Raiders on Sunday. Very windy conditions up by the lake in Cleveland. 49 locally on Saturday. Clear sky for the full moon Saturday evening. 51 a morning high Sunday will be closer to 41 by sunset Sunday evening with those strong winds. Don't forget, before you head to bed Saturday night, it's time to change those clocks with the end of daylight saving time, the return of standard time, which means earlier sunsets. And, you know, a little inside baseball here in the weather business. Meteorologists actually, from a data standpoint, actually prefer standard time because all the models are initialized at the same time, regardless of if it's daylight saving time or not. Which means when we go back into standard time, that model data arrives an hour earlier than it does during daylight saving time. So we get access to fresh runs of the models an hour earlier from now through early March than from early March through early November, which tends to make us pretty happy. What may not make you so happy, though, is Sunday night into Monday morning. I think there's going to be some snowflakes flying with a little lake enhancement here. It's not going to be much. It's not going to stick in most spots. But especially over towards I-79 in Mercer County and then up into Crawford County and near the New York-Pennsylvania border up towards Jamestown, New York, Bradford, PA. I'm not going to be surprised if this is enough to whiten the ground, especially in the grass, Sunday night, first thing Monday morning. But good news in the longer range. If you're not ready to talk about cold and snow just yet, this pattern looks balmy. Starting election day, ridge of high pressure will start to migrate east, kicking that big trough out of New England, and we're looking at big-time ridging across the eastern U.S. as we go through the second half of next week. Into next weekend, all the cold will be bottled up underneath this mega trough out in the western U.S. So it looks like it's going to be pretty balmy again. We could be talking middle and upper 60s for daytime highs by next weekend. All right, a week from tonight, we'll be doing the annual winter forecast on 21 News at 6 and 11, and on my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, my Twitter feed will link to it. And you can also, I'll make sure I post it on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app as well. Those online versions will, of course, be longer than the TV version. That'll be the kind of Cliff Notes version, if you will, the 3-minute version on TV. Quick review of last winter. Last winter, November and December did a little switch. We had a chilly November. We had some snow. Fair amount of snow in November last year, but then December was mild and relatively snow-free. Speaking of mild, well, it was very warm in January. 7th warmest January on record. That trend continued into February, making it, I believe, the 6th warmest meteorological winter on record. December, January, February, the 6th warmest on record. And then we kind of paid the price a little bit as we got into meteorological spring. While February was mild, March and April were not. And in fact, actually, it stayed pretty chilly into early May. If you remember, early May was not great at all. We had a freeze in early May this year, making for a pretty short growing season technically this year. So that was a little review of last winter. We're going to be talking, of course, in great detail about this winter coming up 1 week from tonight. I'll probably also do a written version, a blog, if you will, of the winter forecast for those who maybe need a little more detail. Maybe they are not big into video watching. Maybe they want to just consume it all. We're going to be doing videos. We're going to be doing a blog on ericwfmj.com as well a week from tonight. In the meantime, thank you for watching this Thursday evening weather for Weather Geeks, and have a great rest of your evening.